Hey guys, it's me, Zebulon. I'm at my favorite park. I'm getting ready to do a nice long 3-mile run, maybe even 6. We'll see where I go with it. Something to really get my body moving today. Ideally, I wanted to put together a really sweet video for you guys, but on the way here, I forgot my microphone, and the wind's blowing, and this camera I got here is kind of picking up too much static. So, just something real quick. I hope you guys are really out here enjoying your life, really getting out there and enjoying your weather. Hopefully it's nice and sunny where you're at today, or even this weekend. I know we're having some nice, 70-degree temperatures. It's pretty nice. I'm trying to walk and hold the camera here. So, but basically, I haven't done a video in a while, and I really wanted to share some things with you guys. And I think it's important that we start to adapt this way of thinking. First of all, if you're stuck on the couch, or you're in that job that just requires lots of long hours, and you're really stressed out and you don't know what to do, and you're just every day you're just emotionally drained, maybe even physically drained, start to exercise your body. Dedicate some time to yourself to work out. And if you can't do it for yourself, then do it for someone else. And what I mean by that is, my way of looking at it is, if we can take the generations that are on this planet right now and we start to exercise, we start to build muscle and strength and endurance, then the generations ahead of us, 500 years from now, 1,000 years from now, they're going to look back at us, and hopefully they say two things. They look at us and they're going to say, wow, what an incredible generation that was. They were so strong, fit and healthy and active. I mean, these guys were like majorly just committed just to being active, and they moved around and did other stuff instead of just sitting on the couch all the time. Who knows what the future is going to be like. But if they look back on us like that, they'll be like, wow. And the other thing that we're going to be thankful of is the fact that we changed their genetic code, their DNA. We conditioned our genetics by being fit and active, by training every day, by being fit and healthy and eating the right foods and thinking the right way, that as we evolved, as we grew, generations and generations went on, they start to adapt this way of living, this way of life. And because of that, we made them stronger. They're more fit, more healthy. They have a fighting chance to sustain a life possibly without disease, possibly without stress. And we go back to a way of living that was really, really interesting, really calm and relaxing. And that can be right now. This could be your way of living. A lot of people are, that I know. But I also know a lot of people that are stressed out. And so what I'm trying to say is, like we look back at the Egyptians, and they built these massive pyramids, trying to figure out how they did that, and their way of living. And there's all types of different generations we can look back on in time. We can think like, wow, how did they live their life? Sorry if the wind's picking up really bad right now. But that's what I want us to think about, is if we could, if you can't do it for yourself, then do it for someone else. So if you're out there running, you're training, and someone says, what are you working out for? You can either say, I'm training for myself so I can be fit and active. People ask me that. I say, well, I'm training just to be, to be an athlete, to have that athletic energy and that endurance. I just want that. In my 20s, I didn't train as hard. And now that I'm in my 30s, I really have taken time to condition my body. Or you could look at someone when they ask that question and say, I'm training for the generations ahead of us so that they can be healthier, so that my kids can be healthier. And so I can teach my kids how to work out, how to take care of their bodies, how to eat healthy, how to think healthy, all that good stuff. So, and while I'm up here, I'm overlooking this amazing waterfall here. I'll show you a little bit. Anyways, I got this great view, and it's really windy, so I'm going to try to just walk down here again. But here's one of the things I want to share with you. I know you guys have heard my story, and if you haven't, let me give you just a little rundown. I put myself in a position when I was in my teens to be a street kid, to get really involved in street life activity, because I wanted to be a recording artist. And I felt like that's how I had to adapt myself, is to get involved with people that were involved in this stuff, so I can, that type of music I was doing, that rap music. And I got in there, and I wasn't good at first, but man, I really got it down. Because when you want something, when you create your way of life, you become that. You start to just attract all into your life. So what happened to me is I got really deep in the streets, and I ran with, really, people that were just really lost. Let's just say that. And you can imagine how deep I was. And when I got really deep into this, I realized that one time, and I said, you know what, I need to get out of here. I need to move on from here. It's the next level. It's time to move. And so I took the last little bit of money I had, jumped on a Greyhound bus, headed down to Florida, had no real destination where I was going, ended up in Hollywood, Florida, And here I am sitting on the beach looking up at this palm tree, broke, with a book bag, with whatever's in my book bag, with no money, stranded here. And I look at this palm tree, and this palm tree above me is just swaying and had this peace to it. And in that moment I realized that, man, I could change my life with just the way I think of things. And what made me think of that was the fact that a lot of people see these palm trees and they're around this stuff. This is a vacation spot for them. And I start looking at that like, you know what? I don't have to be broke at this moment. I don't have to have nothing. I can't be here depressed. I could look like I'm on a vacation to change my life. And as soon as I adapted that way of thinking and changed my view of things, my whole life changed. And from there I started to grow, started making more money, started to make, better decisions, started training my body. And I put down the only thing I only knew for the past, since I was 14 all the way to 26, I put down only thing I knew, and that was music, because I changed my life. And I got into something new, helping other people, serving them in another way. Because I was a poet. I wrote things because I wanted to train people and guide people in my songs on how to live their life. So that's what I did. I started to change my life. And one of the other things I want you guys to understand is that, what are the seasons for your success? Back then, as a musician, my season for success was winter. The gloomy days, the rain, made me inspired to write about better things, and I'd reap the benefit as I got into the summer months. And I'd go tour and play my music. My season for success now is summertime. I train my body. In the winter, I go inward to write new books and think of new ideas and find ways to help people and travel. So what is your season for success? So I really hope this video, didn't want to take it too long, really helps you and serves you to start redefining your life and live a good one. Sorry, the wind picked up really big there and I had to cut the tape. But listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on my run. I hope you guys start exercising your body, start running, start working out, start lifting weights, whatever it is. Do more yoga, meditate, take some time for yourself. And if you can't do it for yourself, find a way to do it for others. And one other thing I want to share with you guys that's really important, and I said this when I was teaching a yoga class the other day, and that is this: if you want real strength in your life, you want to be really strong, it doesn't come from pounding the weights or hitting the treadmill or running those miles. It comes from finding love in your life. If you put love into someone, you just dump love into someone, you strengthen them so much. If you bring love into yourself, you strengthen yourself so much. If you take love away, you know what happens? You weaken, you get lonely. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people block this circulation of love. They contribute, and then they shut off the ability to receive. And you need to receive too, so that you can feel that full swing, that full circle of love and energy. And just love people, love yourself, and love everything that you do. And if you're having a hard time loving that, then find a way to love it. What is it that you love about it? What can you love about doing this or doing that? And if it's absolutely not agreeing with your life, I say get rid of it and find something else to replace it that's more empowering to you. So find that love in your life. And the lowest part you can get in your life, the bottom of the rocks to me, is when you stop contributing and you shut down your ability to receive. Because then you're just really lost and you're lonely and you can't receive or give love. So if you want to get strong, open up those outlets. Receive, contribute, give. Feel that love, the inner guidance. And just go there. Dump love into people. Dump love in all that you do. Be passionate about it. And if you can't be passionate about it, like I said before, if you have anxiety towards something, someone taught me that if you have anxiety towards something you're trying to do, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. So move on to something else. Now I'm not talking about, you're trying to do something, trying to succeed, and it's frustrating, it's hard. That's something you got to keep going after. You want that challenge. But if it's something that really upsets you and you're like, you know what, this just doesn't feel like me, it's not me, or it's not something I want to do, then don't. Find your life. Find what it is you want to do that empowers your life. Alright, take care guys. I'm going to go for this run.